Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. Today I wanted to be brief and I didn't want to bore you with some extra details about what I'm going to present. In a nutshell, this is going to be my final team selection tips video for the week because I want to showcase to you what my plans are, what are the thoughts after the games in Europe. Do we have some major injuries? Do we have something known for the lineups? What will be my plan for the upcoming week? What am I doing? And what pieces of advice I can give you. So this is the lineup that I'm starting the week with: Raya, Livramento, Guardio, Munoz, Salah, Bowen, Murphy, Palmer, Mateta, Isaac, Marmoush. Of course, this lineup is complemented with the bench boost that I'm going to activate: Verbruggen, Sar, Williams, and Gabriel. Obvious thing for me here is to remove Gabriel for someone. My initial plan was to go to Saliba. Sadly, now this plan is off the books as both Saliba has risen in price and Gabriel has dropped in price, and it's not possible for me to reach Saliba now. The other issue is that I don't believe that Arsenal will be going full speed ahead in the Prem. I was so surprised with their performance in the UCL, so that would mean that probably they will focus there, and that Gameweek 32 fixture lies between the Real Madrid fixtures. After that there are two more, and I think that there will be a lot of rest for players like Timber, for a player like Saka, probably Rice is rested. You can see a lot of the main people getting rested. I believe that Raya is playing. I believe that Saliba is playing, and that was my goal to get Saliba, but now it's out of the equation, so I'm not going to get any more Arsenal players for this week. So it's not going to be an Arsenal player for me. Another option is to go for an Aston Villa player, but that would mean that I need to go for a defender. There I have the possibilities to go for someone like Pau Torres, Madsen, who will be playing this week, most probably may even play out of position. I can get Konsa, who I believe will start this week after he got a bit of a rest in 31, but I'm not too interested in them because then in 33 they may rest someone in order for them to play in 34 in the FA Cup. So I'm very tempted to just avoid Aston Villa completely. That might be a very major mistake that I make, and I may regret it, but this will allow me to go into Game Week 34 with a lot of players that are going to be playing. I will have Verbruggen, Neko, my other defender after Gabriel, Isak, Murphy, Palmer, Bowen, Salah, and Livramento. So I will have to find a forward or two in order to fit the last criteria, or swap one of the midfielders, and it will be happy days, and I will be more than content to go through with the performances from my team and to go with the starting 11. So I believe that I'm in a good position. I'll have to sacrifice a double week for Aston Villa, which saves me a lot because I can then stack up on another double week for Aston Villa if they reach the final for Game Week 36, or I can stack up on someone else, and then I can safely navigate Game Week 37 when there will be some blanks. So I think that I will be following that strategy. A lot of people will be going for a free hit in Game Week 34, but they will be getting something similar to my lineup. Like literally they will have Newcastle players, some Liverpool players, maybe a Chelsea asset, maybe some cheap forward, and that will be it. And I'm like, okay, I already have this. Do I need to wildcard to free hit at all? Probably not. So I will try to navigate it as good as possible, of course, without sacrificing too much, but it will be Aston Villa that I sacrifice. Speaking about Aston Villa, I think that Malen will start that game. So if you're looking to get someone with transfers, and if you're looking at Donyell Malen, he's a midfielder at 5.3. He may surprise you. He has scored in the last two fixtures and he has been performing pretty well. Now there is Southampton. He is not registered in the UCL, so that would mean that he will be playing in all of the fixtures. So if you're looking for a cheap enabler, that is not called Morgan Rogers. And by the way, Rogers, it's more expensive than him. Of course, Rogers has been performing outstandingly good in the last couple of weeks, but Donyell Malen, I would say, is a very cheeky differential that I would consider involving into the team. He scored a goal with the 2 minutes played, started the next fixture, and now we'll start another one. Of course, I don't know if Leon Bailey is injured. Yeah, Bailey is injured, so he will miss. If he's fit, he will start, so it will be Asensio, Bailey, Watkins, and Malen. I think that will be the starting lineup. So Of course, Malen is a very short-term pick, and if you're on a wildcard strategy around 34 or 35, Malen is ideal for you, but after that I would be very hesitant to continue forward, because they will most probably go out of the UCL and they will not have a fixture to rely on, and they will be starting with their best team out there. That's what I do believe is going to happen, and that's what I feel around the weeks. Of course, if they reach the final in 37 for FA Cup, they may rest players in 36. You never know what will happen, but yeah. Emi Martinez will start in goal, probably Konsa will start, I believe Madsen will start. For the right back position, I'm hesitant. Much Cash left the game pretty early, but Disasi is there, so Disasi can play. Center back positions, they have Minks, they have Disasi, they have Pau Torres, and they have Konsa, so they have 4 players that can operate there, so it's a little bit tricky there. I think Onana will start. I don't know if Tielemans will be risked or they will be saving the best players for the second leg against PSG. I don't want to guess, so I'll be avoiding them in that sense. Then we move to Arsenal. Arsenal already mentioned, yeah, we already spoke about them, that it's going to be very hard to load a good side. I think that they will need to be as fresh as possible for the Real Madrid fixture, even though they're leading 3-0 in the aggregate score. I think that Real Madrid are one of the best teams in the world still, and can fight back for the win, and Arsenal will need their full strength. If we go further down the road, City, apart from Marmoush and Gvardiol, I don't see for me going anywhere else. Gvardiol, center back and left back, Marmoush, the only center forward that they have fit. Now Oscar Bob is returned, Grealish, Foden, Doku, Savinho, KGB, Bernardo Silva, those are all players that can operate in the 3 attacking positions, so I will be heavily avoiding those players. The last team is Crystal Palace, that will double up in 33, and I already have 3 players from them, so I will be not getting anyone from that sense. The team that I will be looking to invest in for 32 and 33 is going to be Liverpool. I think that a defender from them will do a perfect job in those 2, even against Spurs. I can utilize him, and the obvious option is Mr. Konate. Here, swapping Gabriel with Konate, the money are in, and I will have it feasting. For my sense, he's starting. He has been subbed off early, but they were chasing a result. Apart from that, he is a 90 minutes player. Of course, my transfer is not going to be Konate, because I want to do something interesting. It's going to be Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley is back into the equation now with Trent being injured. Honestly, 0.3, what a bigger differential I can get. No one. Bench boost and then Leicester. I think that's a brilliant way to get into that Liverpool side, and I can see himself scoring, assisting. He's playing so far up ahead. I think it's really good. Of course, the expected assist doesn't showcase how good he's playing. He doesn't have goals or assist. That was his first assist, but in general he has been playing really well, and his minutes have been limited. 387. He has started only 2 games. There he conceded 2 goals and a yellow card. Here he kept a clean sheet, so that's his only bigger than 1 point apart from last week. So yeah, I'm just going to take him, and I'm going to risk him. Like, it's one defender. Of course, I can go for someone like Konsa, but it's not for me. I think it's going to be Bradley up here. Of course, I will confirm that on the deadline stream. Tune in for that, but most probably that will be the transfer that I go for. Injuries from Europe, Arsenal, no injuries. Aston Villa, no injuries. Aston Villa, Saka, Rice and Timber. Saka and Rice left the field with some kind of small injuries. I think the same happened with Timber. Of course, Arteta said that they are fine, but I can never trust Arteta. Like, this guy said that Saka is ready to start. He started only in the 3rd fixture that he was playing, so I'm not going to get up ahead and believe in him, and I would say that he will bench his best players. Manchester United didn't lose any players. Chelsea rotated well, and Spurs lost Udogi, but I don't think anyone is interested in Udogi, so pretty much a good fixture run for all the teams in Europe. Most of them won. So 2 draws, 1 win and 1 loss. No, 2 wins and 1 loss. So yeah, pretty good performance, I would say. So I think that is a very, very strong side that I'm having. And if I introduce the Bradley pick here, and I think Liverpool are trashing heavily West Ham. Of course, my captain, I will just go here into pick team. Before I forget, I will make captain Isaac. I'm not activating any chip as of yet because I want to go and see everything that is around the horizon. But yeah, with Verbruggen here, with Neku here, with a defender from Liverpool, having a double up, 2 double ups, and West Ham, Ipswich, and Liverpool. I know it's hard fixture for Bowen, but Bowen always seemed to find a way to score some goals. So I would get Bradley for the attacking returns and Bowen for the attacking returns. Let's see where this will lead us, and that would leave me with 1 safe transfer, so I'll be more than good to go forward. Of course, 16k place, it's an amazing rank for me. It's almost my top rank. 16k, here I was 12k. Yeah, my second best rank this year. No, my third best rank this year. So let's continue and let's try to make it the best one with the bench boost. Hopefully that can happen. Of course, I have Guardio against Power, so even for the attacking return, I will be sad about it. Then I have a double up between Powers and Newcastle, so yeah, possibly not a lot of points will be coming from the defensive department, but let's see if the attacking guys can crack it this week. And let's see if the captaincy and the vice captaincy and the bench boost in general with the defenders that are on the bench may do something amazing. Now we have some team news from today's press conferences at the time of recording. Chris Wood, Awoni, and Tewanga are being assessed, which is bad for them. Not a lot of goals expected. Yeah, let's see how they feel. I feel like they will be back for the FA Cup 34. The same time the situation with Awoni, if I think I would be more balanced. It's more difficult for to prepare it. Present test, yeah. Owa Aina remain out, but could be back for 33. That's interesting. Maybe Owa Aina after 34 will be once again on the horizon. And Moreno is back because he couldn't face Aston Villa on the weekend. Moreno and Nick Williams will both start. Nunes, Thiago, and Hickey, they work their way back from long-term absentees. So Hickey is almost back. The Silva and Cavario remain out. No fresh worries. That's good for Mbomo owners. Southampton, clean bill of health. Taylor and Downs start the final match. Someone else, Onochu was a reduced substitute, but did feature in the closing stages. Okay. Fias is a doubt. No one cares. No, sorry. Brighton cares. Fatauro is out for the season. Bononotti cannot play. So Winks was disagreeing with Van Nistelrooy. And Pereira could start. So those were only pressers. I will read the rest of them on deadline stream. But yeah, I think those conclude my strategy now. I am 99.9% locked on bench boost in 32, triple captain in 33, and free hit in 36. I will navigate all the blanks with free transfers, as blanks are never an opportunity for me to get a lot of points because yeah, they're just not. If we go back to game week 29 where there was a blank, I ended up on 54 points, and to be fair, the players that did something were those that, yeah, we expected them, but it's still not that amazing of a performance. It could have been more. Game week 30 wildcard was even poor. But yeah, I'm around 50 points, which is not ideal, but 70 points now. Let's aim for more in these double stages. Next week, I will have Raya, Munoz, Guardio, Marmoush, Isaac, and Sar. I'll have only 6 doublers, which is not a very, very good number, I would have to say. But at the end of the day, then I will have 2 players against Leicester. I will have 1 player against Southampton. And I will have 1 player facing Aston Villa after a new UCL fixture. And I will have Palmer facing Fulham. So at the end of the day, not the worst fixture run for my team and not the worst performance run for my team. Even though I don't have double ups, I think I will manage, and then I will stack it up for game week 36, where I can target the 4 teams while no one else is targeting them, because they will have to blank in 37. I think that this strategy will help me massively around my team and help me navigate the fixtures, as I didn't commit to to bench boost in 34, and I have place for a lot of players. Of course, people going with Bowen, people going with someone like, so I can easily bench boost in 33 and the outcome will be the same. So I will navigate, I would see what's happening, but I would prefer probably to bench some of the players like Murphy or Livramento in particular for 33. Of course, yeah, the only issue is that he plays against Brentford. It's not that big of an issue. Yeah, 33 is still on the horizon for bench boost, to be fair, but yeah, maybe injuries appear and I'll have to navigate them. Maybe a lot of rotation will happen for the teams that are having FA Cup fixture on the weekend. Now, the only thing that can happen is someone, I don't know what may happen, but 3 fixtures in a row for Palace players, maybe the 4th one, they are suspended, so me actually activating the bench. I don't know. Both fixture runs are feasible. I can easily activate triple captain now and bench boost in 33, but I feel like now the bench has a more potential, because however bad of a side Spurs have been as of recent, it's away for Forest, so I prefer the home. Here it's on away to Brentford, I prefer the home fixture. Of course, Leicester will be playing my players. I don't prefer to play Murphy against Aston Villa away. I don't prefer Livramento against Aston Villa away. So I'll be utilizing them players as good as possible. And then in 36, free hit for either Forest or City players, and either Palace and or Villa players. So we'll see. We have a lot of time to deduct, but for now, I think that's enough. If you guys enjoyed such type of content and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's completely for free and you help me grow massively. I'm aiming for 5k. I know it's a hell of a long ride until there, but hopefully with your help, I can manage to reach it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you soon with more FPL and UCL fantasy content if you're interested in it. And I will be seeing you soon. But for now, I'm heading out. Bye.